Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is week 5 of social media marketing. And this week, our focus is going to be on choosing the right social media platforms for our plan. And I'm going to go and tell you this needs to be based on more than, well, I already know and like this. Proficiency on a platform is important for marketing, but there are also other things to consider, and we're going to learn more about that this week. When making this decision, you need to think about that avatar you created a few weeks ago. What platforms is Leah, the middle aged woman, looking for workout gear on? Well, if that's your avatar, then based on that demographic, Facebook is going to be a no brainer. But Facebook is not a no brainer for every demographic. And here's the thing about choosing platforms. I know for some people, it may seem like a situation where more is more. You're like, well, hey, I'm just going to market myself on every single platform that there is. And that sounds good, but here's the problem with that. The problem with that goes back to that wearing all the hats things. You only have so many hours in the day. And you might can do everything, but you can't do everything well. And if you try to keep up with creating content for just tons and tons of platforms, everything that's offered out there, you're going to spread yourself too thin, and you're going to lose consistency, and you're going to lose focus, and then you're going to lose that ability to draw your customer base in automatically. It's going to take longer and longer for you to build that brand identity recognition that we talked about last week. Most experts in this field recommend that you choose 2 to 3 platforms and really focus on those. For the purpose of this course, we're going to choose two platforms that will be the focus of your marketing. And now that does not mean that you will not do coursework on other platforms. We will. We're going to do coursework on various platforms. We'll do that all together. It might make you change your mind once you see how something else works. But for right now, we're going to choose 2, and there will be an assignment at the end of the course in which you create a piece of content for each of your 2 chosen platforms. So just be sure that you choose something you actually want to be a part of. And now don't just choose them at random. This assignment is probably the first one that really requires some research. Don't just list the first 2 that come to your mind, because you're not just going to list platforms. You're going to have to back that up with reasoning. You're going to have to tell me why you chose those 2 platforms based on demographics, based on platform usage, based on how those platforms line up with the strategies and goals that you have for your marketing plan. You're going to have to cite sources. So that means you have to do actual research. And you're going to write 2 paragraphs, one for each platform. And now we're going to write college paragraphs. That means a minimum of 8 sentences. But don't let that intimidate you. I'm not going to be judging super strictly like an English teacher. Yes, I expect you to be able to use proper grammar and sentence structure. But I just mostly want to make sure that you have a well thought out idea, that you're being intentional, like we keep talking about, that you're not just choosing platforms, but that you have actual reason why you chose them. And there aren't going to be wrong answers as long as you can defend your decision. Because again, what I'm looking for here is not that you just thought the first 2 that came to your mind were Facebook and Snapchat, and so you put them down. You actually did the research, considered your target market, considered your avatar, thought about the platforms that they were on, looked up some stuff, found some demographics, understand what the platform focuses on, and that's why you chose it. So that's what we're going to do this week. Oh, and I do just want to let you know up front. When we get to creating content, there's going to be 2 ways to turn it in. If you have the platform, you're going to be able to post your content directly onto your own account and link that to me. If you don't have those platforms, you're going to be creating your content in Canva. Please be aware that I will not be able to go to TikTok to grade anything. Governor Abbott has banned TikTok on all state-owned devices, and so I will not be able to grade things directly on TikTok. That does not mean that you can't choose TikTok as one of your platforms. It just means if you do know in advance, you're going to have to create some, I don't want to call it fake content, but content that's not actually going on the platform that you turn into me in a different format. So I just want to be clear about that up front. I think that's all I have for this week, guys. I'm excited to see where we go from here. You know the drill by now. If you need me, I am here, and I will see you next week.